I had a question about. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one for later. Actually, I had a question about that one, but what do you think about this whole Julio Fulio situation?
You gotta put me on. You gotta break it down.
All right, he is a Jacksonville, Florida rapper who goes by the name of Julio Fulio.
And he recently got killed,
Yeah,
right?
right. Um, his the people who actually did the or allegedly were involved were recently arrested, and
Okay.
it was crazy. It was cinematic how they were arrested. It looked in 4K. I've never seen footage this clear in my life. Like I'm talking about, they had Michael Bay out there. Like
Jacksonville got them budgets.
for
Got
this
them.
for this one, yeah, long crime. Whoever they yeah they did it. That was amazing by itself. I never seen that, and it was cinematic. They arrested them in the rain. Like, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like that, the officers looked like GI Joe action figures. Like it was crazy. Like I
Mm.
was like, yo, I don't
I
know
didn't
what
know it
I'm
was
watching.
Jacksonville. Okay.
Like yeah, so I don't know who they had out there, but they were making an example of those people. But yeah, so they were arrested, and you know what I mean for the you know what I mean for the crime.
Hmm.
But my actual conversation about that wasn't really about the killers being arrested. My thing about it was I wanted to bring up the fact of, if not seeing the signs was a person, like y- you're supposed
Break
to.
down the example.
Okay, like there was a billion reasons and signs for him not to go, for Julio Fulio not to go to where he went to that night. Um,
Okay.
One example was as soon as he dropped the flyer on Instagram a month in advance. He dropped the flyer and said, "I'm going to be at Tampa at this pool party, blah blah blah." The the first, I don't know, 40, 50 comments says, one comment said, "Don't, they're gonna shoot the water out that pool." Another comment said, you trying to die." Like, you know, another one said, "Don't go." Everyone said, "Please don't be." Another one said, "You're trolling." Like, you know, everybody was saying,
Mm.
"Do not come." Like, I mean, that's a sign already. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's just big signs like throughout his whole career. Like he
But what
was
are you
shot.
supposed to
Like
do when you're not like how? What else? Was he supposed to just cancel that and go do a show somewhere else?
he made his whole career. He made all the wrong moves. That's why I was saying, like, that's what I wanted to speak about. It wasn't just that night specifically. It was like I said, if not seeing the signs was a person, because it was his whole career. It was like watching a train wreck. You watched him like just crash out. It was like kind of like on some Amy Winehouse ish. Like you seen her on drugs, you just seen him crashing out. You're like, yo, somebody say something. Like, and then when they're passed, and people are like, yo, that's crazy. Actually, when he passed, like nobody even really was. It wasn't really no crazy like outpour of sadness. Like
I
it's
mean,
just
this isn't that usually how it goes for people that they feel weren't appreciating their life or moving right or whatever. That's how
yeah.
people usually react, though. So
I just thought it was sad to just really just watch somebody just like in real time, like just throw their life away, and nobody said it as a community. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Some people said some things. Like I saw him on a few interviews where people like, "Yo, you think you should move, fam?" Like,
mm,
he was like, "Yo, I got a house over somewhere else. I never go there. I stay over here." You're like, "Bro, what?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a house away from the problems. He got his rap check, bought a house away from the problems, and never goes there. Like, I was like, yo, and nobody said that's stupid. Like nobody nobody said it like, yo, because you know why? His friends live in the hood,
mm,
so they want to hang around him, and I'm like, yo, like I don't know, man. Just it was like I said, as a person who's been in the industry, like, you know what I mean, who as a rapper, like I didn't even get to his level, like, you know what I'm saying. But if I got to his level, like there was just so many things that you're supposed to do differently, like, and we've spoken about it on numerous occasions. And like I said, as somebody who watched it happen in real time, I just thought it was like it was it's like I said, a train wreck. Like you couldn't look away. Like you know what I mean. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on like just that whole. I mean, I don't know if you like paid attention to anything or just caught a couple clips here and there, or I
No,
don't know. I just,
I got nothing on this dude. There's no link in the doc about this, so I
oh
was like really
shit.
like, okay, I'm gonna just I just know he died, so I'm not gonna go doing a deep dive on this dude. But I'll
Mm,
just tell you this: um, there's a difference between people that say they're in the culture, and then there's people who've been in the culture. And what I'll
mm,
say is, you're not giving yourself credit because you'll label yourself a rapper, but you come from underground beginnings.
true.
And coming from the underground, you have to pay respect. You have to do the knowledge. So
True.
you're going to at least learn and understand some moves from elders.
Mm,
People who are about the culture, but they actually haven't participated, like got in someone's face and spit bars, scratch and look at whatever, like whatever it is. Like if you haven't gotten into the culture and in their elements to that
mm,
core, you're not going to understand what I'm probably going to say. And what I'm going to say is this Julio Fulio thing, it all sounds familiar. It sounds like Jam Master Jay. It sounds like a lot of people who didn't leave the hood got killed in the hood. Chinks. Um,
mm,
I'm forgetting homeboy's name, and he's super nice. Stack bundles. Like when you get killed in the hood, and it's because you're dope and you're trying to lead and trying to inspire and you're trying to be around so people can see, feel, and be around you. I get it, but my thing is, if you really are into hip hop, you should have learned this lesson from
mm,
doing the knowledge. And it
mm,
just shows he's not. So if he's part of the culture because he's black, but he's actually not a hip hop guy,
mm,
what am I supposed to say? like really, what am I supposed to say? You didn't learn from Pac. You didn't
mm.
learn from Jay. You didn't learn from
Long live Nip.
this Nip, super dope lyricist dude.
Big L.
Big L. That's the one I was exactly. If you ain't learned from them and you're just gonna go do it, then you ain't hip hop. You just for culture, as they say, and I do the air quotes with it because that's they're just saying like hip hop is black culture. But if you're not understanding your own culture, then I don't really know what else to say. So Julio
Mm,
Fulio, I don't know him. Didn't listen to his music. Don't know who he beefed with. Don't know if he was bigger than I've ever realized or whatever. But if you're in Florida and you're from Florida and you got heat in Florida, probably shouldn't perform there. But this is the conundrum of being a rapper and having beef. The 6 9s. Like, if you're gonna beef with hella people, you still got to do shows. You
you
still
got
got
to
to
move
do media.
around.
You still got to
Yeah.
do media. You still got to tour. So
Yeah.
it's always been so odd that rappers beef and they make this whole thing about it, and we all and people just get hella locked in, like, oh, he's beefing, and it's like that's just as lame as it sounds. You're feeding into it, but who cares? Like he can't go there. So now what? Now this rapper has a ceiling. He can't be as big as he probably should have been. And you were all helping and adding to that, right? By being like, oh, you better not go, bro. You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't do this. It's like you're looking out for him, but at the same time, like you're also helping add fuel to the fire. So if his real killers were found, I'm hopeful and happy for that. Only because if you do the crime, you got to do the time. If you get caught, so Um, hopefully the murderers, the killers are found, and if that's them, that's who they got. Then I'm down with the justice on that one.
Mm. Smoked it. I ain't gonna lie, that was eloquent. Cause I didn't really see what the issue was until you said that. Yeah, you nailed it. It is because the hip hop beginning. Yeah, because that's why seems so crazy to me.
Yeah, because you studied, you had to look at who did
Yeah,
this move upside down before you did,
yeah.
and learn how
Okay,
to do it better because
right,
you could watch them.
right. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because they just jump in the game and think they just already know everything. That's why they just go out quick. Okay, man. Yeah, yeah. Smoked it. I was like, because I was really just like seriously just dumbfounded. Like I don't understand how you can just go out like that. Like
But if you're not really into hip hop, you ain't doing the knowledge.
right,
If you just like, I'm
especially
trying to get off the culture because I rap, I'm black, cool.
Yeah, because like I
But
said, I remember the Big L situation. I remember like, yo, that was wild. Like,
damn, on the corner of the
right,
one, just like, fam.
right. I know. That's why I was like, yo, we remember stuff like that. So that means, hey, we learned with, hey, look, check it out. We rapping. Let's, how about we move, like, or
Move or we
right,
just be
or
conscious of where
move a
we're
little
at.
around
Yeah,
our surroundings. Yeah, we're not bulletproof. We're not Superman. Like, we know that. Like, the hood is still the hood. Like, we have learned that most famous people die in their neighborhood. We learned that. Like,
yeah, yeah. So
crazy. Was that David Ruffin? Didn't he die like an alley?
everybody, dude, the
Like,
Versace dude, I think, all them dudes, right? So
it's just yeah, it's not just our culture. It's just how it
yeah,
works. Like
it happens. Your guard's
sometimes you
left.
out.
Your guard's down when you're home.
Yeah, that's true. But I was gonna say sometimes you just outgrow your pond, like or your bowl or whatever. You know what I mean? Your fish, like you know
Yeah,
what I mean. Sometimes you just are supposed to grow, like and staying where you are suffocates you. You know, so and I don't know, but that's a shame.